make it a better place. It'll take...
Hi everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I have something really fun I want to share with you, and I have wanted to do this since like the beginning of the year. In fact, I've talked about doing it since the beginning of the year, and I'm just now getting my act together and finally putting it together. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, watching my videos for a while, you will know exactly what this is. These are calendars. They're blank calendars. Let me open it. So these are blank calendars. You just put your items on here and decorate it, and I give these as gifts. So I give one to my mom and my grandmother, and then this year I'm doing one for my mother-in-law. So I love these. The design has changed a little bit. If you're familiar with the past videos that I've done, you will notice that the calendar portion is a little bit different. I get these from Close to My Heart. Okay, so I have a friend. She sells Close to My Heart. I purchase from her and she purchases from me. There's enough business for everybody. That's my opinion. So these last year, or in the years past, you could unravel these and then you could put them back together. I actually like the ability to unravel them better just because I can round the corners of the calendar and I can do a few different things, but this year they're like this, so that's okay. And this portion has changed a little bit. The calendar part is a little bit smaller than it has been. So what I do is I just create 12 by 12 layouts and I put them up here, and then we decorate the bottom part of the calendar. And then also when I'm filling in the dates of the calendar, the actual days, if it's somebody's birthday, I will I'll leave a little comment. Like on my grandma's birthday, I'll write her a little note and say, happy birthday, grandma, we're thinking about you. And then that way and both my mom and my grandma hang up their calendars and use them as calendars. So it's kind of nice. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. This is early espresso. And I'm just adding a piece of designer series paper. This is from the N Color collection, and it is Delightful Dijon. One side of this paper is polka dots, and then one side is this writing. I use my grid mat to line it up when I'm doing something like this. I just use the grid to line that up. And then if you enjoy getting the 12 by 12 cardstock, Stampin' Up! Does not carry very many colors anymore. We have stopped carrying a lot of the different colors, but in our smaller catalogs like our holiday catalog and our occasions catalog, there's oftentimes 12 by 12 paper in that. So what I do is I stock up, and over on my coordinating blog post, you can click right up here or down in the YouTube description. I am going to list all of the 12 by 12 cardstock that we have currently for sale. Some of that is in packs of 2 with 2 different colors because it's in the holiday catalog. But there's still just our normal colors like cherry cobbler or early espresso, and I like to pick those up while we have them on hand, and then I can use them throughout the rest of the year. So I'm going to be using the all year long Project Life core kit, and I like doing this on some of these layouts. It makes it easy to put together, and it lets me use this product a little bit more. So some of the colors in here are the early espresso, the mint macaroon, and the yellow. So that is where I got the color scheme from. And all 3 of these layouts are different. And I'm going to show you all 3. Oops, I forgot to put my twine on this one. I wonder if I can still. Okay, so you can see that I have that twine. I'll fan it out a little bit. I may put a glue dot on there just to straighten that bow out. And then I've taken a piece of mint macaroon, very vanilla, and then this is a 5 by 7 mat. So the very vanilla piece is 5 by 7, and then I added a 1/4 inch to that for the mint macaroon. I'm gonna place this right here in the middle. And then I have a few other elements we're going to use. The first one is this. This is a stamped image that I had. It says Blessed Beyond Measure. I stamped this in Versamark and I did copper embossing powder, so it's nice and shiny and it's really pretty. We're gonna add that on there. And then I have 3 of these 2x2 squares. And I'm probably going to put family photos. We had family photos done, and I think that I will probably put those on this month. So I always do my calendar pages just with photo mats, and then I will add the photos when I'm all done. So sometimes I will just have an idea of what photos I want to use for the particular month or the particular photo mat that I'm doing, but otherwise I just go through my photos that I have left over from printing Project Life photos during the year, and I'll just trim them down and I make them work. I don't give very much thought to what photo is going where. Okay, so then these will just all go down with adhesive. All for this one calendar. So what I'll do is I will add this to my actual calendar. One of the tips that I suggest you doing is going through your calendar and writing the month. So I would like write January, then I would write February. I really need to do that still, but I really suggest you doing it because, as funny as it sounds, I have in the past messed up and put my layout on the wrong month because I wasn't paying attention or the calendar pages stuck together. And then I use my ATG adhesive to put this on here because it's very, very strong adhesive. And so I know once I put this on here, it's not going to go anywhere, and it makes it miserable if you make a mistake and you have to change it. So you can see I just did like a tic-tac-toe all around the edges of adhesive, and then we'll make sure it goes on the right, the right way, the right orientation. So what I do, this is the question I get the most of about these calendars. I take my calendar page, I start up in this corner, I line it up on the top. I'm using my finger right here to line it up on the top, and then I also line it up on the edge. And then what I do is I line it from the edge here. And it's a little bit difficult because when the calendar page moves, it's going to look like your page is not lined up. So I want to make sure that I'm really looking. I've already messed up because I'm talking. So I line it up to that edge, and then I come up here and I line it up to this edge. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a little bit, you can see a little bit of white here, but this is pretty on the side, and this is on the side. It's pretty even. I can add a little bit of ink to that if it bothers me, or I can just slice it off. It's really just a sliver. Nobody will probably ever notice, okay? So let me show you the other. So there's this one right here. Then there's this layout. So I did 2. These are 4x6 mats. So there'll be 4x6 photos. And then this one is my favorite. These are 4x4 mats. So the picture will be a little bit smaller than 4x4. So my adhesive for this circle is right in the middle, so I can tuck my photo under the circle. And then what I do on the bottom is super simple. I add a strip here. This ends up being 3 1/4 inches. And then this is 3 1/2 inches. And then this is 1/4 a little over a quarter. I don't know, I eyeballed it, and then I know right where it is on my trimmer to cut. So then I'll fill in all the dates and I'll write everything. Sometimes I do some stamping, like this is November, so I will do like where Thanksgiving is, I'll do a little bit of stamping. I'll put a pumpkin maybe or something, and then I'll use either my die cut machine or my dies from my Big Shot to do November. I think I'm going to use my really big letter framelits to do the months, so I'll do November right across there, and I'll do that in early espresso, so then it ties together. So over on my website you will see photos of each of these, all three of these, so you can pin them to Pinterest, you can save them for later, and then there'll also be a list of the supplies I used along with all of the 12 by 12 cardstock that we're offering right now in case you want to pick up any of that. A few things, don't remember that designer paper is on sale the month of October right now. So there, you buy 3, you get 1 free. That's amazing. I'm stocking up on my designer paper. That will be listed as well. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will be back on Friday to share with you an update on my family album for September and the beginning of October. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching my video today, you guys. I have 2 other videos here for you. The first one is my October free card kits. Remember, I'm giving away stamp sets, and I still have several of those left, so you can check that video out. And then my second video is the vintage leaves card I did, and you can check that one out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll talk to you later.